Before we start talking about deck profiles for this season, I wanted to share my personal thoughts and updates regarding the current game meta. With the dominance of Wing Zero and the dropping of so many high-level end bosses in GDO2, nearly every strategy has begun adopting white as their secondary color in the unholy trinity of Zowort, Lefrith, and newcomer Rick Diaz. Extra evil if you run the Ailstrike and Kira. It seems with the dominance of One Year War Rush a few months ago, the meta has overcorrected and now white has become the default color. Turtle up and last a few rounds until your heavy hitters can end the game. Of course, most players will go for the Wing Zero since it's seemingly unstoppable with its health making it incredibly hard to get rid of, on top of its ability to clear the board. Rick Diaz is certainly one of the reasons white has become so prevalent. The same leveling cost as Lefrith, but with an extra AP making it a bigger threat protecting you. A Lefrith couldn't destroy Rizal, but a Rick Diaz can. Hell, the white dominant meta has become such an issue that now decks have started running Naval Bombardment, a command card from New Type Rising where it can give a blocker plus 3 AP, meaning your low level blockers can hit back even harder for 6. And that's not even get into Kira Yamato and his Ailstrike being an incredibly powerful blocker who can go aggro and stay alive with Kira's effect lessening clapback damage. So with the background, what are my thoughts? In a way, I kind of expected the moment I saw Rick Diaz show up in the Perfume music video. I, however, never cared for the blocker meta, hence my main deck type being red, blue, ping, and occasionally trying the red, green Xeon to make it work. It's disappointing, and I can understand players' frustration with matches now coming down to a Metapod stare down where nothing happens until turn 6 to 8. Especially if you're stuck with one of these annoying players who can take their turn forever and do that little shuffle with their hands. Just ugh! The one version of blockers I have been taking a liking to has been the Epion version. It's a bit more aggressive than most decks of this type and even utilizes the repair keyword, which I greatly appreciate. But I don't believe it's the end of the game as some Doom posters are crying about. Game meta changes all the time. Once more board removal becomes available, I'm certain that the blocker meta won't be such an issue. And if it gets too bad, Bandai has been known to willing to lay down the restriction hammer. I don't see Wing Zero getting fully banned, but I do see it getting limited to maybe 1 to 2 copies only. And with that out of the way, deck profile videos will begin soon. What are your thoughts on the current meta being dominated so much by white blockers? Stay tuned!